My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to the solo adventures here in Hearthstone Dungeon Runs, specifically Kobolds Catacombs. Alright, challenge number 1. Always easy as hell. Let's go with the Paladin, naturally. We did Rogue last. It was a kind of quest-ish, Jade-ish, Death Rattle-ish Rogue. It was interesting. It didn't exactly get over the hump at the end, but bad draws are bad draws. Way too... Like, we got the right card a turn late. Also, Vostraz is just... agonizing.
I will fight
All right.
with honor.
I like Paladin fine. I like Paladin okay. It's just often bad, like really bad.
Ready for action.
Go with the hero power because they're probably going to use their hero power next turn. I don't want them to be able to remove 2 damage from the field. Cool. I really want to do a silver hand build, but I've always wanted to do a silver hand build. I got one of them off once. So, you know, it's not exactly the most... Order! Damn, my dude.
The battle.
This is mine.
Make sure they don't have that extra 2-1 kicking about after that. Again, probably not the best target you could have chosen, Quewelt. Hit him with that Blessing of Mind, go straight for the face. In fact, let's do it with Storm and Night, let's go. I'm trying to think of my favorite archetypes of Paladin over time. I really like Buffetin, hand buff, but you can't really do that because they give you a weapon, a spell, a spell, a spell, a spell, and a spell to start off with. So you're already super behind the 8 ball in terms of creating an actual workable Buffetin deck. That is hand buff I'm talking about there. I don't really like any of these. I'm gonna take Mysterious Tome. Okay. Start taking some Silver Hand, sure. Overseer Mogark, very glad to see you early rather than late. The other one that I want to see early is... can't remember its name for the life of me, but it takes spells. Anytime you cast a spell, it will draw a card. That card will be 1 cost. It's a shaman deck, basically.
I will fight with honor. Time for pain.
So obviously now the hero power upgrade is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Justicar's Ring so that I can, for 1 mana, summon 2 1/1s. And then the Silver Hand build is going to be a lot better. We've got Cheat Death. When a friendly minion dies, it returns to your hand. It costs 2 less. We've got Explosive Trap, and we've got Getaway Kodo. Huh. One of these would have to trigger first, and then the other one would trigger second, but unfortunately I don't know what order in which they were played. I think it goes so Getaway Kodo will trigger first. We didn't really get amazing spells here, unfortunately.
Reporting for duty.
Armor made to fit.
Noble Sacrifice hero power, almost certainly.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
I'm just going to try and go all face all the time here. Stand it a lot faster. Fine. They're not using their buff. If they've used their buff on pretty much any previous turn to this, they would be in a really good position. If they haven't. Kodo gives me back a defender. This is what I want them to not do. Gaining armor. All face, all the time. All face, all the time. Big ol' face. Beautiful. Oh, and that confirms the ordering that I suspected prior, being that we're looking at first, second, and then third. Well. Crystal Lion, face Gold Share, and they're dead. Oh wait, they do have a brawl. As soon as I said they're dead, I'm like, brawl. Oh, that's intriguing. Did I just get? No, I didn't just get lethal. Damn it, you heal by 2. How dare you? And then Stormwind Knight for the kill next turn. They would have to play and then hit their own Armor Smith in order to avoid that.
Let the pain speak to me.
Good. At some point, I do want to do the Rogue Exhaustion deck, but the only reason I'm thinking about that right now is because we did get offered the Potion of Vitality, which is W Start in Hell. And if you go Potion of Vitality, and a bunch of Exhaustion cards, you can just draw people into fatigue and kind of style on them. That's one archetype I haven't done with Rogue that I'd really like to get into. I think here we just go Dragon Master. Give our decks some much needed high end. It's also worth noting that with cards like Ysera, they are a win condition in and of themselves. They just give you enough value for you to win. Whereas currently our win condition is... Oh shit. It's nothing. I have nothing. Sariona.
I will fight with honor.
All right.
I sense great power. Come close.
A lot of our power is highly variable on whether or not we get good secrets at the start, unfortunately. And we've got Potion of Polymorph, Cat Trick, and Avenge. I mean, not bad.
Reporting for duty.
I am worried that since we have a lot of low attack minions, my opponent's just going to Fading Light me constantly. Yeah, there you go. Boom. What a great Potion of Polymorph I've just done.
Ready for action.
Not going to trade my 1/1 because next turn we can use the Light Fuse Stegodon for 2 adapts. That's pretty good. Yeah. So this is Noble Sacrifice. You hit the Noble Sacrifice, you kill it, and then Avenge triggers and buffs one of my minions. This reminds me of the old Secret Paladin days, the old Mysterious Challenger. Gosh, those were great days. Plus health? No, okay, so it's... I mean, it is either plus health or Divine Shield. It's Divine Shield. Cool. Reason being, because this is the turn where my opponent can play a Duskbreaker, and that'll just do a 3 damage AoE to my entire board. Particularly keen on seeing that happen, to be fair.
For justice.
Bash my way through, make sure that my Divine Shield minions don't lose their Divine Shielding. Spirit Lash also is much better affected by giving my minions Divine Shield. Because it means that the Spirit Lash doesn't deal damage to the 2 ones that have the Divine Shield, so my opponent doesn't heal up as much.
Not on my watch.
The battle. The battle.
This is what I was worried about, just getting Ysera and Malagos in my hand way too early. There's the Duskbreaker, and we still have lethal. Courtesy of very specifically playing around it.
The battle.
Awesome.
For justice.
Well played.
Well played.
If I'm gonna get any of the dragons in my hand, at the very least, also give me Death Lord Dragon Wing, Dragon Lord Deathwing. There we go. so I can summon the rest of them, cheat them out of my hand as well. I mean, this early on, choose a minion, summon a copy of it, add it to your dungeon deck. So this is if I want to make my own build stronger, like copy my Light Fuse Stegodon, copy my my Crystal Lion, my Malagos, my Ysera, my Deathwing. But there's only 5 targets in my deck that I can even identify that I would like to do that with. Whereas Amulet of Domination... Oh. Do we do it? 2 Vine Cleavers are going to be really powerful for us. Alright. Let's try and make this more silver hand build. I'm still not certain about this deck at all. We've got a giant void between our 4 drops and then our 9 drops. Now we've got 2 Vine Cleavers in there, and we've got a Crystal Lion. But the Crystal Lion is not exactly reliable. I'll keep Silverhand, actually. Because if I can get it to stick, I can, you know, power out a very, very early Crystal Lion. Ooh, okay. Frozen Clone, Mana Bind, and Repentance. So Mana Bind is very, very likely to give me either Shadow... Oh, it's going to give me that? Play 5 minions with the same name. So that's actually not even good for me. The reason it's not good for me is because I need to play them rather than summon them. If it was only about summoning minions with the same name, I would be able to just hero power, hero power, hero power, hero power, 5/5s, right? Sadly, this is not the world in which we live.
Well met.
The battle.
Best I can do is just double Stone Tusk Ball, get myself to 2. Ooh. Yeah, they're gonna get their quest off really early.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. The battle.
I'll use that Divine Shield there rather than hitting in with the 3/3 because I do need to start dealing some more face damage.
Move quick.
That goes back to the hand. You play it again. You won't be able to... Oh, yeah. No, you won't be able to now prep your Crystal Core, thankfully. Which means I have exactly 1 turn. I mean, if you had to attack any of them, that's the one I wanted. Thanks. Hero Power and the Earthen Ring Farseer is so powerful right now, though. I'll trade that there because I need all of these. Need all of these boys on board.
The battle. The battle. The battle.
So they've lost both of their Stone Tusk Balls? Ooh, that was a natural play. Yikes. Uh-huh. Good, good. And that's lethal. It only just occurred to me that without my opponent playing any minions, specifically a large minion, I was never going to be able to sacrifice anything to get my Light Fuse Stegodon out. Ooh, another silver hand. Galvadon, the last Kaleidosaur. He's got stealth and a whole lot more. I'm gonna go with the silver hand though. Helps smooth out my curve by giving me a lot of 1-drops that I can just supplement other drops with. What enemy am I up against? Want Whisker or something? Yeah, Want Whisker. So Want Whisker is going to recruit from both of our decks. I've got 3 high ends.
I will fight
So I'm pretty much just going to throw back everything looking to keep low cards, looking to keep my high cards in my deck. Just watch me draw my high cards. Never mind. Hey, I even got one of my cards that has good battle cry. So I did want to actually have that here. Eye for an eye, yikes. Sudden betrayal, yikes. Duplicate, yikes. Well, that wasn't good. I'm going to save the equality because it's a very, very efficient removal for me. Can, you know, like, give me something better?
Well met.
Yeah, like that.
I shall bring
There's nothing I really want to dominate on the board at the moment.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
be purged.
Let's sacrifice you. Go for the gold shear to block. Gold shear gets killed, then I get to light fuse Stegonon. Oh, except I can't recruit this turn because I didn't leave space for it. That's not good. Well, now that's been executed, I have quality. Yeah. 1, 2. This, I'm just gonna face 6. Easy. What do I still have left? Eye for an eye and sudden betrayal. Alright, I'm gonna use light fuse Stegonon here. I'm looking for poisonous. So I'm going for Divine Shield then. Best way for me to be able to keep a reasonable size on my board. Unfortunately, again, we're not going to recruit. Recruit's an 8-cost minion. In my deck, I have a 9, a 9, and a 10, so I can't actually get any benefit out of Silver Vanguard, unfortunately. At the very least, not with my current deck construction.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Now, I'm going to play the Noble Sacrifice, but it's not going to trigger because we don't have any space on the board to summon the Defender. Oh yeah, that is the right order, I guess. It's done. Wowzers. That's no good.
For justice.
Thankfully, there's nothing the enemies can do.
Reporting for duty.
If I desperately wanted, I could just wait a while until they actually got a minion that I think is good, and then I would just Amulet of Domination it, like right now with that Rot Face. Rot Face is another win condition, so I want to put it in my deck. Mine.
For justice.
I don't want to hurt myself. I'm going to heal myself back up immediately after.
Reporting for duty.
And let's get the kill. Okay. That's 4 taken down. So I'm about to get my second persistent passive treasure. That's unfortunate. Not what I was looking for. Your minions that cost 5 or more now cost less. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah. And then we purely go for Dragon Master things. Yeah. It's even better than the other ones available.
Blackseed be sneaking deep, deep, coming back with new wiggly bits.
Alright, Blackseed. This shouldn't be that too hard of a fight. Blackseed's evolve, if I recall correctly.
Uther,
I had a ridiculous game on ladder the other day with an evolved deck. Ooh, I should probably keep Amulet of Tom. In fact, I should keep that hand. I ended up with a priest's. I don't know how this ended up being the case, but I ended up with a priest's Radiant Elemental, and I had an Unstable Evolution, and I had a couple other minions on board. So, Unstable Evolution, you can cast as many times as you'd like in a single turn. Effigy, Spellbender, Redemption. Yuck.
Reporting for duty.
Unstable Evolution, you can cast as many times as possible in a single turn. Do I want that? No. You can cast as many times as you'd like in a single turn, but it only costs one. So I just got to permanently evolve these minions. Just go, you. Yeah, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, and just built an entire board of, I think I went up to 11 so that I could get 8/8s.
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
There's Malagos. Unfortunately, we only get a... I mean, if we had to get a 1-cost creature, not a horrible one.
Mortal life. Fleeting.
Temporas.
Fragile. Futile.
Is Temporis amazing? I think Temporis is amazing for us. That's now our Temporis, thank you.
As you wish.
The battle! The battle!
Usually the problem with Temporis in ladder is that it might win you a game or two, but there are certain decks where it will lose you the game instantly as soon as you play it. So that led to this idea of it being a bad card. I don't think it's a bad card. I think you just need to find the correct opportunity in which to play it. And I think this is a correct opportunity in which to play it.
For justice!
Even better, we have a lot of dragon synergy with it. We can just summon it using Deathwing Dragon Lord. It only costs us 5 mana 6/6 is pretty good, but a 5 mana 6/6, like if my opponent's board is empty, they get to develop and then attack, and then I get to. Totally worth. We're actually going to need to get that one off the board. Sure. That's a pretty good card as well. Man, if I could just kill my own Deathwing. Be awesome.
Well met.
Reporting for duty.
I'm going to leave it another turn of possibly dying and possibly giving me value.
Guide my lands.
Donassus Aspirant. I remember when it was basically... The idea is you would play Druid and your curve would need to include Donassus and need to include them not countering it the first time you played it. And if they did, you would concede. Alright, well, we don't have any effect from anything else, so just use Zero.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Be purged.
Did I have lethal that I just gave up? Is it dumb? Yeah, I did. Blessing of Might, any of the characters that would have gone face when we had lethal. It's entirely my bad. Boon. Yep, you've removed the 1/1 and now I don't have lethal. Not unless I have some sort of giant fuck-off dragon on board. I think we go legendary here. There's actually a couple of enemies that have a reasonable amount of taunt minions. And Valinir is kind of a soft win condition. Just permanent, complete value again and again and again. And again and again and again.
Versus Bristle Snarl.
I will fight with honor. Here, you are the hunted.
It's unfortunate. We're not going to have a good curve against this guy. We might get the Crystal Lion out quite quickly. Ooh, baby. Mana Bind, Ice Barrier, and Mirror Entity. Mirror Entity is going to be good. Mana Bind is going to be, yeah, okay. The Ice Barrier is going to have basically no effect.
Reporting for duty.
So we Silver Hand this turn, and the next turn we Hero Power, decreases the cost of the Crystal Lion by 2, and we summon the Crystal Lion as well. Unfortunately, that's going to kill my 3/3, which is going to prevent the play that I was trying to do with the Crystal Lion. So instead of Hero Powering and then Crystal Lioning, we're just going to Crystal Lion. Really glad to see the Amulet of Domination, because my enemy is going to start playing big minions. Some of them will be good. But some of them will be good. I assume. I don't really have beasts. Well, I mean, I guess I keep it on board as an activator for my kill command. Which, you know, prevents me from ever playing my Primordial Drake. So that's fun. That's good.
This is my hunting ground.
Yes, yes. Pardon me, I was lost in thought.
For justice. To battle.
We've got this.
To battle.
Primordial Drake is going to be unplayable at all. Oh, don't attack the minion. Thank you. Yeah, Primordial Drake is going to be unplayable a lot of the time. So I think now that it's about to be playable, I just have to jam it out on the board.
Of course.
Get you zero. Hey, totally did. Thank you very much.
Your time is coming.
I mean, Savannah Highmane's a really good card. I think the only reason I don't want to take Savannah Highmane is because it goes down to costing 5, right? But this enemy plays a lot of minions that cost 9 or 10, and those costing 5 is so much more important.
I dream and the world trembles.
To battle.
Alright, let's dream and have the world tremble as a result.
I know these caves. You know nothing.
Bingo! Oh god, are you gonna sacrifice it? Don't sacrifice it, please. That's just mean! I really wanted that.
For the king. For justice.
Clear the board.
Reporting for duty.
Just gotta hope they have... What else?
Where's my...
Recruit a beast. What's in my deck? Well, I mean, that's a beast, sure. I could take a Swamp King Dread. Yeah. That's mine now.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Buff up my Light Fuse Stegodon. I think I'll trade this in first so that I can see what I want to do with my Light Fuse Stegodon. Eh. Anything's fine, pretty much, though. Alright, what do we got? 33 left, and on board we have 12, 9 is... Hey, good hit. I can't be bothered counting. I really can't, not even slightly. We just probably have lethal, right? Right? Look, this big board. Hey, we did. And shifting hourglass 1000%, right? Just ramp, ramp. I think I go with Silverhand again. But these dragon consorts are gonna make the other dragons cost 3. Alright, we'll go with that. King Togwoggle. King Togwoggle. Wait, he's not a Murloc, he's a Kobold. My bad. No more. I don't know if this guy has any taunts. Come on, dragons. Hardly. Come on, good see. Ooh. We have Ice Block. Eh. Noble Sacrifice. Eh. Explosive Runes. Explosive Runes is actually pretty good.
Destroy the treasure!
Really depends what first minion they play, but still.
Reporting for duty.
Oh gosh. They don't really have powerful, powerful minions or anything like that. They just have a bunch of treasures, right?
Reporting for duty.
And you win or lose this match based on the power of the treasures they get. That's a good treasure. I think I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to summon the Light Fuse Stegodon here. I mean, I'm still going to do it. Sure. That's exactly what I was looking for. +3 attack. Cool. So now I get an extra turn of +3 attack on that. As well as I get to summon...
The battle.
Really hoping for something amazing. Here I'm actually going to go with a Noble Sacrifice and Hero Power. And the primary reason behind that is I don't want my opponent to be able to remove any of my board. Because we're kind of just doing hardcore aggression right now, and it is working. Hardcore aggression looks good on me. I'm thinking like Consecrate Hero Power next turn if the draw doesn't affect that. Well, it does. Now I summon a Crystal Knight. Beautiful. They lost a Backstab, which is really good for me. Hopefully they don't follow this up with a Wand of Disintegration or with a Fan of Knives. No, just a greedy pickaxe. Betrayal. That's rough. It's a good betrayal. I'm gonna go with Rotface. Just because there's a couple things they can do to counter it, but if they don't counter it, I instantly win. Does that kill Rotface? It does. Literally instantly. Didn't even pussyfoot around. It was just like, yep, Rotface right now. I have 12 damage in this Vine Cleaver. If I remember anything at all correctly, this enemy doesn't play taunts in their deck and doesn't play heals. The hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, so any spell that could heal them, they can't use.
I cast arcane missiles.
Ow. There's a lot of damage.
For justice.
Swamp King, Healer, and Hero Power.
Reporting for duty.
Attacking the face with any of my minions is probably gonna fail. Fuck off. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen to me, but I didn't even want to talk about it because I was like, no, that'd just be insane. No. Of course, it had to happen. You go with your evasion.
Reporting for
Hero power, level up. Don't you dare want to disintegrate me again. Yeah, you did. Cool. Draw Vine Cleaver. Just in the jump.
reporting for duty. None.
Just gonna start playing those as 5 mana 4/5s.
I cast arcane missiles.
2 1/1s down, and a perfect target on that final as well. Yikes. Oh, the clears, though. The clears.
Me no crazy. You crazy.
Taunt. Oh, wanted to be able to kill her with my Black Knight. Consecration. Well, it's a true silver champion who wins this game anyway.
Justice.
But not how I wanted to win, damn it. To be fair, those ones with disintegration were really lame. Extraordinarily lame. We still managed to persevere. Unfortunately, we did not get a turn where we could play the Temporis,
Kobold treasures.
which is super sad because I really would have liked to win a game based off the idea of using that. But for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Dungeon Runs. That has been a Paladin, like a Dragon Master Scepter summoning Paladin, if I had to guess. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time, Bartholomew.